Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec. In this video, I'm going to share the layouts and projects I created in January and February 2026. Most I created with the kit I put together at the beginning of January. And if you would like a closer look, check out my kit share video. I will put a link to it below, along with links to any layout process videos I made using these products. Also in this video, I'll share projects created from two Paper Pumpkin kits. Paper Pumpkin is a Stampin' Up! Monthly paper crafting subscription box. At the end of this video, I will do a quick flip through of all of these pages just to give you a second look. So without further ado, let's get started. The first two pages I created with Stampin' Up's Elegant Pines Snowflake collection. I did this one on YouTube, so it is listed and linked below. It's a real classic double page spread. And I did do this design two more times throughout this layout share, so I will point that out. The Elegant Pine Snowflake collection is on the last chance list the last time I checked. What I particularly liked about it were the stamps and dies. The next collection is Nature's Walk, and it is in the January-April 2026 mini catalog. I created 9 pages with it. This one I did it on YouTube as a single page layout, and it's listed and linked below. I used tons of tools on this page. I talk all about it in the video, and one in particular is a brand new one about to be released in March 2026 called Help Me Grow. Those are those flower pots and the plants there. I talk all about it in the video. There's another thing I want to point out. That neutral colored paper, it's almost like a goldish brown. It's called Natural Hues Textured Specialty Paper. It's an add-on part of this Nature Walk collection. When I first saw it, I had my doubts. I didn't know how it could match this collection, but every time I used it, I absolutely loved it. So I used it in the previous page I just showed you, and you can see it on this double page spread as well. This is one of the pages I talked about earlier. I repeated the very same page design. I tweaked some stuff, but it is the same page design. Also, even though this is the Nature Walk collection, this is a travel layout. So basically what I did was I switched up the embellishments because the paper itself is kind of tone on tone, beautiful rich colors, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a nature layout to use it. Some of these dies are from Elizabeth Craft Design, some of the stamps and dies are from Stampin' Up, and some of them I just did some punch art where I cut out pieces with scissors and trimmers and created things myself. Here is another double page spread, again using this Nature Walk collection, but once again it is a travel layout. I am pointing out my title. I use the Party Alphabet dies, which are huge alpha dies in the 2025-2026 Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. You're going to see those alphas used quite a bit throughout this layout share. I've been playing with that die set quite a bit lately. And for that one, again, I simply created my own embellishments, more travel themed. Now this is a double page spread, more nature theme. So again, part of the Nature Walk collection. I'm pointing out that border towards the top. I created that with the Light and Wonder dies, which I absolutely love. Last time I checked, once again on the last chance list, and they were reduced in price as well. Super, super fun. And yeah, so that's simply a double page spread there. I'm very happy with it. And I think I have 2 more layouts. Yeah, 2 more pages with this Nature Walk collection. This one here actually has a flip flap, but I'm not showing it to you because you can see a lot of the faces are covered up, and I just have to cover up more of the photos. Once again, I used those huge Party Alphabet dies and those trees at the top. Once again, I made it with the Light and Wonder dies, the ones I mentioned to you earlier that are on the last chance list. And of course, I used that Natural Hues textured specialty paper there as well. Now I'm changing collections. This is all from the Currently Loving collection. It was an online release in January 2026. For this one, for the background paper, I used a cut apart sheet and then kind of created a smaller page and placed it on top. It creates kind of a busy, different dynamic look. It's kind of fun sometimes. And once again, I use those party alphabet dies for my title. The page on the right, the complimentary page, is one I've done on YouTube, the design, so I will list it and link it below. It's a fantastic design for multi-photo layouts and super, super easy to create. It was part of my monthly moments project series that is on YouTube. Now here's a double page spread, and it is the same design I mentioned to you earlier. So this is the third of this design that I'm showing you. Again, it's almost the same design. It's basically, the concept is the same, but I tweak it and adapt it to my photos. I'm just pointing out I do have a flip flap there with extra photos. The concept of this double page design is basically two borders, one on each side. Fill those borders with photos. Now on this one, I have 6 photos in the border. This other one I'm showing you, there are 4 photos in the border, but the idea is to fill up the border with photos and then have a mat that goes across the middle and fill it with photos and title and journaling and all of that kind of stuff. So there you have it, 3 pages, 3 double page spreads using the same design, but they all look a bit different. I do have 2 more pages using this Currently Loving collection. These 2 are created as a double page spread, but they both work individually. Each one of them can be a single page. Once again, I'm showing you, I use those party alphabet dies, and there is the page that complements this first one I just showed you. The other one is a simple 4-block grid, but one of the 4 blocks is filled in with embellishments. Now I'm going to change collections. The next one is called Joyful Squares. That's the name of the stamp and die bundle, and the paper pack is called Square Snippets. I did this one on YouTube, so it is listed and linked below. What I particularly like about this collection is the stamps and dies. I absolutely love them. There's frames, there's binder clips, there's nice wordy bits that are great for titles. I'm just pointing out all of the other tools that I used as well. I did bring in some tools from that Nature Walk collection on that one. I did it on YouTube, so it is listed and linked below. Here's another one I created with that Joyful Squares collection. For this one, my inspiration came directly out of the mini catalog, and I'm going to get it right now. It's just on the inside of the front cover. I did adapt it a bit. Actually, I'm just showing you where it is in the catalog, but this page itself is just on the inside of the front cover. You can definitely see my inspiration. The one on the catalog, or I should say in the catalog, is more on an angle than mine, but you can definitely see where I got my inspiration. There are the stamps and dies. I absolutely love them. Like I said, there's frames, there's binder clips, very interesting stamps. I love the wordy bits, perfect for scrapbooking. Here is another single page layout. I did it on YouTube, so it is listed and linked below. And for this one, I used the Hobby Haven collection. You can see those big banners there. I use the party banner dies for that. Those are in the annual catalog. And I'm pointing out the title that I stamped directly on the page. That is from the Currently Loving collection. I absolutely love it. It has Currently Loving, Reading, Watching, all kinds of stuff. So it's a really fun title stamp set. Now I'm changing collections again. This is a double page spread that I did on YouTube, and I created it with Stampin' Up's Peaceful Garden collection. So you're going to see I did do this design already. I showed it to you a little while ago, and I'm probably digging it out right now. It was the one with the word Belfast, and obviously you can see once again I use those party alphabet dies. So yeah, pretty simple double page spread, and I'm showing you right here the very same design but with different material, different photos, different stories. It looks completely different. Now what I'm going to show you are some projects I created with 2 Paper Pumpkin subscription boxes. And like I mentioned earlier, Paper Pumpkin is a monthly paper crafting subscription box from Stampin' Up. I have the one here from December 2025 and January 2026. What you get in these boxes is everything you need to create a project. For this one, for example, it's for 9 cards, 3 different cards, so 3 of each, but sometimes I alter them. So that's what I want to show you here today. Each box comes with step-by-step instructions, stamps, ink, adhesive, and all of the consumables, everything you need to create the project. I sometimes follow the instructions as is, and sometimes I switch them up. Here's an example. This card here, I switched up the sentiment. I wrote thank you because I give out a lot of thank you cards, but the sentiment on the stamp for this was miss you. I also added a few die cuts to that one. The card in my hand, I created as is. I changed absolutely nothing. I'm pointing out the envelopes that come with these kits. They're always absolutely beautiful. These 3 cards here, I closely followed them. Once again, I switched up the sentiments. I have happy birthday and a sympathy sentiment simply because I use a lot of happy birthday cards, and I definitely like to have sympathy cards on hand. I did another little change here as well. I added a mat behind that white card. I basically used Pretty Peacock cardstock from my stash. Basically, that's what I did with this kit. Oh yes, I forgot. I also created a double page spread with this kit. So yeah, I definitely do altered projects with these card kits. This one here, for the border across the middle, that striped paper, I created that with 2 card bases. I'm showing you the card with the stripes. What I did was I took 2 card bases, cut them up, and created a strip across the 2 pages. Even if you look at the embellishments, there are like these laser cut white leaves. That's actually an embellishment from the card kit. I ended up making 7 cards with this kit and a double page spread instead of 9 cards. I've actually sent out a few of the cards, that's why they're not all here, but I wanted to give you an idea of how I use these kits. I'm going to do the same thing for January's kit, which is called Special Delivery. It's all about Valentine's Day. I have 5 of the cards left. Again, this was a 9 card kit, 3 different cards, so 3 of each. For this one, I altered absolutely nothing. It was incredibly beautiful. So once again, I'm showing you, you have the instructions, stamps, ink, the adhesive was there. Here are the cards. Again, I've given out some of these cards, but you at least can see an example of each one of them. They are absolutely beautiful. And once again, they come with beautiful envelopes. There is one little change I made for this card with the postage stamps on the front. It was stamped on the front just for you, which was fine. And I took one of my stamps from my stash that said happy birthday and I stamped it inside. Again, I like to have a lot of happy birthday cards. So that's what I did with Paper Pumpkin for December and January. Now what I'm getting out is a collection that wasn't in my kit at the beginning of the year. It's a paper pack from Stampin' Up! From 2024 called Snowy Scenes. Basically what I did one weekend was I grabbed something out of my stash and I blew through the whole thing, and it was so much fun. I am pointing out those nutcracker tags there. That is from a paper crafting kit from Stampin' Up! In the autumn of 2025. There were like these nutcracker Christmas tags, super cute. They happen to match perfectly this Snowy Scenes collection, so I used them as embellishments. Here's another double page spread I did with the Snowy Scenes paper pack. This was my practice page for a video. I showed you a page earlier, the one on a diagonal with the Joyful Squares collection. I practiced a bit with this collection first, so it's really fun, and I'm probably getting out that stamp and die set Joyful Squares. I absolutely love it. I'm pointing out the title, the binder clips. It's just a really fun little stamp and die set. Here are another 2 pages. These are heritage photos. This one, there may be a video on my YouTube channel for this design, not the page itself. And if there is, I will list it and link it below. This one with all the circles. This page is what's going to go beside it in my album. So you can see one's 1965, the other 66 and 67. So just a lot of fun heritage family photos. And here are the last two pages. These photos are kind of yellow. I was digging into some old photos here. These are from the 1990s. This was basically my first home, my first house after we got married, and we were blowing snow, and I wanted to send these photos to my parents because I wanted to show them how much snow we get in Quebec. Anyway, that is it. Here are my layouts. I'm just going to give you a second look at all of this. I hope you enjoyed this layout share. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, Scrapbooking Quebec, I would be thrilled if you did. And if you are a subscriber, thank you very, very much. Have a great day, and I'll be back on YouTube on March 1st with my scrappy kit and plan for the next 2 months. Have a great day, and I will see you soon on YouTube. Bye-bye.